I will say this, and I really appreciate this about you, and like not just saying like I always say everything's wrestling, so I refer to it in terms of like gimmick and stuff like that, but like your whole persona and everything you do on stage.
That's just the autism.
Which spectrum? Oh, so you're on that spectrum.
And the visible light.
I'm just on the sexuality spectrum.
I think I might be on that one, but I'm afraid to check.
Have you got that tested yet?
No.
Oh.
I'm unloading the meat. Unloading the meat. I'm unloading the meat. Unloading the meat. I'm unloading the meat. Unloading the meat. I'm unloading the meat. I don't even know what it means, what it is, what it is, what it is, what it is, what it is. I'm unloading the meat. Unloading the meat. I'm unloading the meat.
Welcome to Unloading Meat, the only show where we don't care whether you identify as an Autobot or a Decepticon. Just pick whichever bathroom you're comfortable in and go poop. On today's show, we have another amazing new comedian into the scene. I first saw this guy at the Sesh Lounge, the infamous Sesh Lounge last year, and I hate to see it go, but we learned a lot about the scene in Tulsa from that place, and this guy always brought a unique perspective to each time he was up on stage. Give it up for the one, the only, Tulsa's greatest amateur comedian / rookie kazoo player, the one and only Z. What's up, Z?
I prefer Decepticons.
God damn it. Right out the gate. See, this is why I wanted you on, because every time you were at the Sesh Lounge, and I'm actually surprised you don't have your fucking gloves on. Like,
Oh yeah, they're in the car because I tore a hole in them and sprayed lemon shell on
if
them.
you've ever seen this guy live, he comes in and he has, it's not a top hat, right? It's a certain type
Pork
of
pie hat.
Pork pie hat. I want to make sure.
Headphones do not permit hat wearing.
Yeah,
Apparently.
we'll put it in post.
Okay.
We'll have Stefano put it in post.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
Yeah, we got new sounds, guys. It's season 3.
That sounds like the Maroon 5 song. Little bit of bubbly. That was bad. Just probably.
I'm more offended because I know the references that you're intentionally fucking up. You bastard! Like this is why I wanted you on, because whenever I first saw you over there at Sesh, every time like just the absurdity of your whole thing, like it would be more just like you're almost mad that you're laughing at certain things because you're just like, God damn it! Like, fuck! Because like I mean like I will say this, and I really appreciate this about you, and like not just saying like I always say everything's wrestling, so I refer to it in terms of like gimmick and stuff like that, but like your whole persona and everything you do on stage.
That's just the autism.
Which spectrum? Oh, so you're on that spectrum.
And the visible light.
I'm just on the sexuality spectrum.
I think I might be on that one, but I'm afraid to check.
Have you got that tested yet?
No.
Oh. No, what I was gonna get at is like no matter what, because you know Sesh Lounge is usually everybody's smoking weed and everything, and it's a certain thing I've told people before is it was a great atmosphere to actually learn shit to do comedy in, because you had to adjust certain sets. There's sets that I would do at Cellar Sunday. I've seen you in Cellar too, and you'd have to completely do certain things differently at Sesh because everybody's high and there's a delay, and you have to adapt sometimes certain material to work with the crowd because of how they are. Same way if you're at a bar, you're gonna know people are drunk, so sometimes it's the different atmosphere you should adjust. You can't really do the same things over and over and over again. But what I was getting at is you always stood out no matter what. Like always. Everybody could be high, somebody could be over there having a conversation with Patrick or something like that. As soon as you go up something like that, I would be like, God damn it, Z. Like, son of a bitch. And I like because also like this is also what I bring up. Have you seen me like whenever I go to shows, what I'm usually doing? I usually have my notebook out.
No, I don't see a lot of shows
Okay.
because I'm broke constantly.
Well, I mean, it's like when we go to open mic or something like that.
Yeah.
At an open mic, what I traditionally do is like open mics, usually we get 4 to 5 minutes. So I'll bring a bit, maybe 1 to 2 minutes that I kind of want to work on something new because it's supposed to be a gym. But past that, everything else, I'm writing fresh there. Like I get there early or I sign up and then I go sit down and I have my book out and I'm just writing down stuff as people are going up. I'm making references like, oh, they did that joke. Okay, well, I'm going to reference that. And I'm writing my material out live like that. So when I go up, it's almost half crowd work. The crowd thinks it's crowd work, but really it's prepared stuff. That's really how you do crowd work a lot of times, is you're just picking out stuff in the crowd and you're just like, oh, make a note, make a note, make a note, make a note. And that's just all I do lately at open mics, and it's working really well because the crowd identifies with it and they click with it because it's right there. The only time it didn't really work was I had this German girl at Bricktown.
And you only had 3 minutes. Oh, because she's German and that's
No, she went up there and she was like second up there. Okay, I told this before, but like it just happened last month. But you know, if a girl goes up there, she's from Germany, she has a thick German accent. She immigrated like when she was young.
I think I saw her at a hunt club that
She
night.
was funny. I enjoyed her. But she set up like really up front the rest of the night, and I would notice like as I'm watching stuff, nobody could get her to break. Like nobody really made her laugh. So I was like, I want to make this bitch laugh. I'm going to try to do something. I'm going to like at least do something. Like just try it. So the first thing I go up there, I was like, give it up for the I see you're from Germany, and she's like, yeah. I was like, so at what age did you just come home from school and just be like, man, fuck my grandparents? And she didn't laugh, but the rest of the crowd did. And so I was like, oh shit, I've been watching you all night over there and you didn't break for anything. I'm like, damn, you're a real comedy Nazi. And she didn't laugh at all. And I was just like, moving on. Too soon? It's been 70 years. Z, you're Jewish. What's your take on it?
I try to avoid the Nazi jokes.
Okay.
Just because it normalizes it or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
My grandparents would probably frown on them. I really hope she's not watching. That's all.
Damn it. I'm glad it's not awkward now.
Oh, it's always awkward with me.
What's the other one do? Oh yeah, we got that one. But it's not that point yet. Ooh. So Z, tell my audience a little bit about yourself. How long have you been in stand-up?
So June 18th, after a Father's Day tornado, I was having a nightmare. And by nightmare, I mean weirdly fucked up dream that wasn't bad or anything. I was just talking to God and it ended weirdly, and I wrote a joke based on it. I was like, I got to tell this to people. So I went to an open mic the 20th. That's a Tuesday. They don't do that anymore on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's June 20th, 2023 is my start date.
So you're coming up on a year now. What's
9 months, 8 months, something like that.
I mean, yeah, this will come out probably into February, early March. So yeah, you're getting closer.
Yeah, 8 months.
God damn it. You're that one kid in Fortnite.
What's a fortnight?
I thought you were actually gonna break down how many days that is, motherfucker. Isn't it 15?
It's 14.
It's 14, right? Yeah. Which is the height of the age of Fortnite players.
14 days?
Past November. Yeah, then April, June, and November. Yeah, something.
30 days, half September, April, June, and November.
Yeah, now I'm such a nerd. I'm just like getting that mixed up with remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder treason and plot. I know of no reason why the gunpowder treason shall ever be forgot.
Well, yeah, it's my mom's birthday. If I forgot that, I'd be...
She'd have a real V for Vendetta for you?
Possibly.
Yeah.
I never saw that.
It's a good movie. I have the big poster up there on my theater over there.
I am terrified to watch movies because I worked at a movie theater for 7.5 years, and I just don't have the attention span for it.
So that's
anymore.
why it's awkward at the Go Theater for you.
Yeah, they were owned by the same company for a while that my theater was owned by for a while.
Oh.
Before I started. So it's just like... Plus, I tried licking limoncello spray scented off my hand, and it burnt my tongue last night.
Last night?
Or Thursday. Thursday night.
How was the mic there? I didn't go out last Thursday. I was broke.
Well, I was incredibly sleep deprived, and I thought it'd be funny, so I licked my hand after spraying it, and I burnt my tongue, and I don't remember much else.
Greetings. And Wakanda forever. Yeah, it's just me. It's Jared Ralphie Allen. Before you get all mad, it's not appropriation. It was on clearance. Hold on, one second. Well, this is awkward. What do you want me to do? Screw it. March 15th, Go Theater, 7 p.m. doors open, 8 p.m. show. We have an awesome lineup for the next Unloading Meat Presents. Lacey Rains, Mauricio Flores, Juju Rashad, and headlining will be Garrett Barbie. Don't want to miss this event. Tickets go on sale this weekend. God, no wonder this what was on sale. Did he die in this thing? Jesus.
I'm sorry, you got so much meat in your body. You're nerdy, your tattoos make you look fugly. You silly.
Getting back to that, what I was going to say is, I loved your stuff at Sesh. I love your stuff at Cellar. Although your shirt doesn't really stick out to Cellar too much. You kind of blend in with Cellar.
Yeah, red lights plus red shirt equal nothing.
Yeah, I love Cellar though. Cellar's like, well, I love
falling downstairs to
True
get into
that.
a building.
True that. I'm highly claustrophobic, so I if you see me at Cellar, I take it in doses. I'll do my set and I'll come up and down. I'll go up and down, just like me on Grinder. But no, like those stairs scare the shit out of me. That staircase
I'm
in
tall
particular.
enough that if I fall, I just hit my head and I'm fine. So
Look at Isaiah. Isaiah put it on Facebook last night. He was like, incoming, everybody's going to talk about, incoming, every comment talking about this fucking earthquake. And I was like, sorry, I tripped. So, do you read comics at all?
I read the synopses on Wikipedia.
Have you heard of a Marvel X-Man named Forget-Me-Not?
Maybe.
So, I recently watched this YouTube video about this character. Apparently, he's been there since the entire inception of X-Men.
But nobody remembers him.
Yeah, his power is as soon as you look away from him, you absolutely forget he exists.
So like the Weeping Angels in Doctor Who.
Basically, kind of. I've never watched really Doctor Who. I'm not.
Or not the Weeping Angels. Sorry, the Silence. Weeping Angels are the ones that turn to stone when you look away.
Sure, but like, I'm not a Doctor Who guy. I try getting into it.
Boo!
Nerd. Anyway, that's like, got my Power Rangers and my, But anyway, yeah. So like, there's this comic that reveals that, every time you look away from him, you completely forget. So like, it was so bad that Professor X had to put like a mental alarm clock in his head, basically, that like once a day he remembers that this guy exists, and so he can be like, hey, so forget me, how you doing? Just so one person in existence actually remembers him, and it's kind of nice for that guy. And it goes through like every chronicle, like when, like, basically anytime there was dumb luck in the X-Men, or like they should have been dead or something like that, Forget Me Not saved like Wolverine, or saved him or moved out of the way, and they have no idea he did it. He was always there outside of frame.
Ouch.
Yeah. And like, it's kind of a really depressing comic the more you read it. And at the end of the day, there's a force field around the X-Mansion, and he basically just sacrifices himself to like stay in the thing so like this girl can get out of it. And then she immediately forgets to go. She's like, I'll get you help. And then she turns around and then forgets he exists. And he's just permanently stuck in the force field.
Ouch.
Yeah. That's his existence until somebody remembers that he's there.
Sounds like why I quit a job before.
Welcome to the movie theater business, guys. So we're back with the one and only Z. And Z, do you have any guest questions for me? Guest questions.
Dubba die. What are your social security number, credit card number, expiration date, name on the card, and CVV?
What the fuck?
The CVV are the numbers on the back.
4, 3, 7. No, fuck you. That was the first for the show. Was that your real questions?
No.
Oh, fuck. Now I'm thinking I'm on the spectrum.
What's your favorite song to do for karaoke?
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, for those who don't know, me and Z really stick around for Go and do karaoke afterwards. We both love to sing. I have a long list. There's actually a song called 6 Feet Under by the band Kissin' Dynamite. It's from there's a show called Peacemaker by John Cena. It's like,
Oh, I've heard of that. I was gonna watch it. My dad canceled HBO Max.
oh, it's really good. It's a great show. But there's a song on that soundtrack called 6 Feet Under. I sing it at karaoke all the time. I love it, but the Carafun does not have it.
Yeah, same with the Cars. Like most of the songs I like by the Cars.
Yeah, there's some things on because the Go Theater is great. They do a great job, and I love it. But certain karaoke systems just don't have certain songs. It's just, I mean, just a Packs of Light, just how it works. And
Like almost every karaoke ever and anything by the Eagles
yeah,
because of that controversy.
yeah. Garth Brooks has a lot of shit sometimes, or he doesn't because of what he has his music license and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can pick it up on Amazon or go to Walmart.
By the way, for those who don't know, the
Garth Brooks is a serial killer?
well, no, I was going to go into the Eagles Desperado and Hotel California are not legal to sell karaoke right because the rights are given to the lyricist and the writers of the song. Like there was a huge court case and the lyricist was really upset about that. So they're just not allowed to sell karaoke tracks because the lyricist won't allow it.
Oh, okay.
At least that's what I heard.
So, like, that's my favorite one. It just, like, so I can go either high pitch or I also can do gravelly, kind of nice, like, deep voice stuff. So I like having that stuff fun. So, like, that one's like, it feels good here, 6 feet under. Like, I can do that raspy stuff, and that's how that song goes. If I had to do a high pitch song, I would probably pick, like, something like Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. I can't do it right now because of my throat. Don't cry.
Wow.
Just, stuff like that. Like, I love having fun. I love defying expectations with my karaoke. I love going up there and people are like, what? That's coming out of him? Like, holy shit. Especially after you get done with comedy, because people are expecting something different from you. And sometimes I'll bring up music in my acts a lot of times. I've asked several times. I've only done it successfully once. So some people, I get it. When you're doing an open mic or you're doing a show, sometimes people don't want to have like custom entrance music for each person because it gets to be a lot of work. I completely get that. I'm not trying to be a diva, but there's sometimes where I'm like, hey, can you put the song up? I have a bit where I open with it. That makes more sense. You know what I mean? Because it's part of my show. So I'll say, hey, can you put up why don't we do it in the road by the Beatles is my intro song, and they do it, and I'm like, why don't we do it in the road? I'm like, probably because the lady in that equation is like, so I don't get gravel in my pussy. And that usually wakes up the women in the audience. They're like, yeah. And I'm like, hey, show of hands, ladies, has anybody ever fucked and got gravel in their pussy? And I'm like, be honest. And if a couple of them don't put their hands up, and I'm like, okay, how many of you haven't? And they all put their hands up. I'm like, do you know each other? They're like, no. I'm like, go ahead and high five. This is a moment where you need a high five, sisters. Like, you should be proud that you didn't fuck and get gravel in your pussy. Now, how about sand? That's a different story. A lot of you bitches.
Skywalker.
It's so coarse. I hate it. That's pretty good, Hayden Christensen. You just have to like take off all emotion and just act like you are not acting. I hate it.
You know who else hates things? I don't have a punchline for that.
We're talking
Hayden Christensen.
Yeah, Hayden Christensen, yeah. He can't act. He sucks. Anyway, although they brought him back for the Obi-Wan series and stuff, and it's basically this year, it's like they rehired Hayden Christensen back at Disney and Lucasfilm, and he's on this like redemption tour of like, hey, I'm not that bad as Anakin. Because they're like, he was in Ahsoka and he was in Obi-Wan, and they kind of got on this like licensing deal to where he's doing like flashback scenes, and they're like, oh, there's more of him, and he can actually act now.
Must have had some coaching.
In 20 years. Hey, he was
I
good.
forgot the prequels were 20 years old. Now you made me feel 27.
The first one came out
27.
in 1999.
That was 3 years after I was born, for those of you who are older than me.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
So, question 2 from the Great Z.
What is your least favorite flavor of ice cream?
Least favorite? Bubblegum. Bubblegum.
Coward.
I hate bubblegum flavored. I think that it tastes so artificial, even fake. It tastes faker than even the gum. And it has
Yeah,
this,
isn't
like,
it
chalky
great?
taste. It tastes nasty as fuck. I hate it.
This man is a coward.
Coward. Yeah. Question 3.
This one might get you canceled. What multimedia entity has the least tolerable fans?
Oh, I can answer that pretty easily. Taylor Swift. I'll say it right now. I love Taylor Swift. I actually, I said this on a Facebook chat the other day. Somebody posted about Taylor Swift. I absolutely love Taylor Swift and think she's great. She's probably like a generational talent, just like Elvis or like the Beatles, something like that. She's Very influential. I hate how much power her fucking fans have.
Exactly. Oh my God.
And I hate how it's like a mob mentality shit of like, we can just do whatever the fuck we want because we're Swifties. And it's almost like if you say anything negative about Taylor, even like trying to point out certain things, they'll just cancel you or fuck you over. Or just like, and I'm like, I'm not scared of you bitches. At least get me some viewers. Cunts. Taylor's version.
There are words I do not use, and that is one of them.
Yeah, cunt. Say question 4. Was that all your questions? I asked you for 3.
Yeah, I only got 3.
Awesome. Give it up for Z and everybody's questions, everybody.
You fucking mark.
All right, we'll go back to the white light.
Oh, that's... Ow. It's yellow.
I tried to... Yeah, it is yellow.
Oh, God.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just autistic, remember?
Oh, I tried to say it out loud. I'm sorry.
No, you did. I just wasn't prepared still for the intensity of the white.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's very white. I tried to cover up with dark colors so it didn't reflect off my fucking skin.
This episode of Unloading Meat is not brought to you by BetterHelp because Jared is not that much of a sellout. I hope.
Thanks. I'll be honest, especially with like drinking or weed or anything like that gets in here sometimes, because I want people to be relaxed here. I want them to, I'm like, hey, if you want to have a drink or you want to smoke some weed or whatever makes you relaxed on camera, go ahead. That can turn into, hey, we've been talking for 4.5 hours.
Trim.
But then when you go back to edit it and it's due in 3 days, you're like, oh, fuck, this is a 4-hour episode. Oh, my God. Because that's what happens is like, yeah, I might tape these. Like, last season I was really bad, and I've learned that we schedule things a lot better this season. We went through 2 seasons where we're learning things. It's a learning curve. And so in the first season, I was like, whoever wants to come on the show, I'll book you. Come on, just come on. And we had like 25 or 20 episodes. Season 2, I was like, okay, maybe I'll do 25 or so. I think we ended with like, for the year, we had 54 episodes, combining season 1 and 2. Okay. So I did a lot more than the normal.
19?
Yeah, something like that. What is that? So I did 20.
Oh, 24.
20 and then 54. So that's 34. I did 34 in season 2.
Oh, yeah. I majored in math and I still got that wrong.
I fucked up in math. I had to take summer school for algebra. Math, like, once you start adding letters to math, I'm like, what the fuck? I just don't get it.
Yeah, you just got to rearrange it.
My mouth just
not there anymore.
My head just goes.
Do that again.
Okay, you ready? The fucking kazoo. I need to fix that sound, but apparently it lingers. Like that dead Cranberry song.
Ooh.
It's spoiled Cranberries.
That was very distasteful, and I'm ashamed of you.
Hey, she's a zombie now.
No, she'd still be
That's
conscious.
the clip!
I'm pretty sure she'd still be conscious if she were a zombie.
Her cousin Rob will fix it.
Who's Rob?
Zombie.
Oh.
They come from the clan White Zombie. Did you know that was the original band as White Zombie?
That sounds even worse,
Yeah.
I think.
And what's funnier is, like, out of all the things that Rob Zombie's associated with, his number one song that everybody knows and is like kind of like in pop culture is not from Rob Zombie, it's from White Zombie. It's Thunder Kiss 65, the da 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 da. It's like in every, like, even what was that movie that all the old guys did on the motorcycles? Wild Hogs. It was
Secondhand Lions?
something. But like basically it's in pop culture where like that if they're gonna play like a heavy metal song that's not Metallica, it's the White Zombie song.
I thought it was...
Oh, Bad to the Bone.
Yeah, that one. That one's a metal. Yeah.
Thank you for coming out here, by the way.
Yeah. It was only an hour and a half. I could probably drive a little more.
Well, next time I'll move it further away.
Please don't.
We'll do it.
Gas is expensive.
Yeah, it is. Thanks. Oh, that's my other joke. Do you remember like all those like fucking Biden stickers that were on the gas pumps people would put on there? Like,
I did this!
yeah.
That's literally vandalism.
I know. The funniest part about that, I made a bit about it where I was like, and then like 3 months later when gas prices were like the lowest they've ever been and the stickers are still on there, they're like regretting putting it on there because now it's like, I did do that. And you're like, fuck, he's kind of right.
Yeah, I kept peeling them off and it was really difficult because they were like made of glue mostly. Oh, while I was at work, I saw this rich lady and in her phone case, she had like a fuck ton of those stickers ready to be peeled and put
Oh
on the.
fuck.
I almost called the police on her.
Well, like one of my rants of the week, or one of my cutting the chopping block segments, is where I talked about like the Trump people. Like, I love how many different years you can get on the Trump memorabilia. So there's like Trump 2020, Trump 2023, 24, 25. They're like, we'll take whatever year we can get. There's a lot of memorabilia for any year that they can just put them in the office. They're gonna go with it. It's like, I actually appreciate it because then I can tell which Trump voters can actually count.
Yeah, if it's divided by 4, I think you got a number there.
Well, no, like they were thinking like because that other election wasn't real, that they can just put any real number in there and they'll make it merch.
So they can't use I times the square root of 4, which is 2I.
Sure.
I is imaginary.
Sure. Did you say
It's
pi was imaginary?
I.
Oh.
Like the square root of -1.
Oh, I was gonna say pi was pretty...
Pi is a real number. It's just not rational.
Oh, I was talking about the vagina.
What?
Bruh.
Couldn't have put it better myself.
Well, Z, I love that you've been on this episode. What's some of your highlights that you've had from your comedy career since June, like starting? I know you're relatively new to the scene, but you've honestly come a long way already from the first time I saw you. What's some of your like highlights so far of like just things you've done so far?
So the first night I did comedy at a Rose Lounge. You might have to bleep that out. I don't know.
That's all right. No,
I
stick it. Go read. Say it with confidence. You can say Rose Lounge.
Okay. First night I did comedy, June 20th, Rose Lounge, 2023. I was crowned Silly Goose of the Week, and then they proceeded to never do a night there again. I won a $5 Target gift card that was not valid anymore.
Nice.
Like, I went to use it, and the numbers didn't even line up with the input.
That's like, that reminds me.
It was from 2013.
Bro, I did Saving Throw with Landry Miller, and they gave me Subway coupons as my gift. And I was like, you just gave a guy named Jared Subway coupons? What the fuck? And they're like, we didn't even think of that. I was like, obviously.
Oof.
And then like tonight, I mean, I know this will come out afterwards, but tonight you're doing a big show at Go Theater tonight. You want to talk about that? Like what?
No, it hasn't happened yet. I can't talk about it.
It's happening tonight, motherfucker. I'm going to be there in the crowd, bitch. Tell me a little bit about what I'm going to see. What's some of the things they can see from the great Z on stage?
On stage,
talk about a little bit your comedy, a little bit, like how you do your comedy.
So sometimes I just play kazoo instead of doing comedy for a set portion of my set. People seem to enjoy that. But I invited my parents to come and sit in the audience, which I highly regret. I was incredibly sleep deprived when I asked them.
They're coming tonight?
God, I hope not.
Oh, please, Mr. and Mrs. Z, come out.
No, their names are not Z. I'm not giving you their names, but
I'm gonna assume X and Y.
sure.
It was right there. Good night, everybody.
Okay, that was Wacka Warner. Thanks for that.
I love that sound effect. It's earned its use so far.
I think he's having an asthma attack.
No, just Asperger's.
It's 3:15.
I know. We got plenty of time.
Yeah.
I know. I'm not rushing you or anything like that. I was just like, I'm saying for myself out loud too. I was thinking out loud.
Oh, okay. That's a thing people do sometimes.
Yeah.
I do that sometimes. Hey, that guy has a staff from the Power Rangers that looks like my name.
Yeah, Lord Zed.
Oh, well, that's kind of sad. He's Canadian.
I got that. God damn it, Zed. Yeah. I love this figure. We can put him on right here. I love that figure because let's see if it pulls up on there. We're gonna put it like right there. Yeah, that'll work. I love that figure because he's an original character for Power Rangers. He wasn't brought over from Japan like all the other shit. And
I'm not very well versed in Power Rangers.
Well, Power Rangers was originally a Japanese show called Super Sentai, and it came from the 70s and 80s, and it's still going on. And basically, a guy named Ham Saban imported it and just put it with a few little American cast and just dubbed it and made it into Power Rangers, and it took off. And this was an original character for season 2, the bad guy named Lord Zed, and he was really cool. Everybody loved him. Moms freaked the fuck out because he was too scary. And so then season 3, they dumbed him down so bad. They made him take a love potion to fall in love with Rita and get married to her. They had a wacky brother-in-law. They did just stupid it was basically the Honeymooners or like Lucy and Desi from I Love Lucy, basically what it turned into.
Cousin Oliver, Scrappy Doo.
Cousin Oliver. Your fucking references are amazing.
I never even watched whatever Cousin Oliver was from, but I loved watching the Scrappy Doo show just to hate on it.
Fucking Scrappy Doo.
Let me at him.
And if you looked at Scrappy Doo, there was no way that he could physically carry his fucking head.
Let alone the show.
Well put. It'd be the opposite of a dog dragging its ass on the ground. Just has no neck power.
Help.
Well, Z, what would you like to talk about? What's some of your hobbies besides Doctor Who? Because I know nothing about Who.
I make very, very poorly edited mashups.
Oh. Go on. Elaborate.
I don't think I will. I might get in trouble and I might get doxxed. I submit them anonymously to a YouTube channel, which I'm not going to name for reasons. But yeah, I did one that was just Kamehame hee from Michael Jackson. It wasn't really a mashup as much as it was a shit post.
Like fecal matter?
No, a post that is not very high quality.
Okay. Facts.
Quality is bad, so they call it a shit post. But they mash it into one word, so it's funny.
The more you know.
Welcome to the internet, motherfucker.
You said a bad word.
Yes.
Mother. No.
Maybe to you.
Mother. That's a Danzig reference.
Dancing whom?
Danzig. You don't know Glenn Danzig? You don't know the song Mother? Mother. That's pretty much the first word.
Hello, mother.
Hello, Faja.
Here I am in Camp Granada.
Yeah, I know that too.
I think that's Adam Sandler.
I think Adam Sandler, just like when he's doing the old grandma,
My grandparents didn't like the You Are So Not Invited to My Bar Mitzvah, or whatever the movie's called.
Oh.
Bat Mitzvah, I think. But it was on Netflix only, and it was pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't watch him really. I haven't really watched any of Adam Sandler's Netflix shit.
I liked Leo. I liked Leo a lot better.
I liked older Adam Sandler, classic stuff, like Happy Gilmore and stuff like that. But then once they started getting more fame, Click, I loved. I like Click. I thought that was a really good movie.
I did not care for the ending when I read it on Wikipedia.
The perfect way to take in a movie. How'd you feel about Pixels?
I don't know. I didn't read it.
Peter Dinklage was great.
I liked him in Doctor Who.
Peter Dinklage is Doctor Who?
Yeah, in one episode, Nightmare in Silver, Series 7, the new series. He plays this short guy named Porridge who turns out to be the Emperor, spoiler alert.
I'm just going to assume that he's the short guy.
Fair enough.
Except for in the MCU, which is hilarious how they did that.
I mean, they made him
He's proportionally still a short person,
yeah,
but he's 30 feet tall.
No, but in Doctor Who, they made a statue of him that was sized differently than Peter Dinklage, taller.
Yeah.
But then the plot twist was the Emperor. Peter Dinklage is just poor. It's just guy who works and tinkers about in this amusement park. Then he turns out to be the fucking galactic emperor.
I think my favorite Peter Dinklage role is in the movie Tiptoes.
Is that by little Tiny Tim?
No, that's Tiptoes Through the Tulips. Tiptoes through the tulips. I don't know, yeah. I'll occasionally. So I have a Google Home in every room in my house, and occasionally when a guest goes to the bathroom, I'll play that, and it'll start playing while they're taking a piss. You'll hear, ah!
Good luck cleaning that up.
I do it for a woman. They're sitting down.
Fair enough.
Scares the shit out of them, literally.
I prefer rickrolling them, honestly. I'm a classic memer.
So anyway, Tiptoes. If you don't know, Tosh.0 covered this very extensively. He actually has an extended cut episode. It's just a rant on it. But it's one of those movies. It's like a movie that you would find like the DVD like bin at Walmart, like a really, really bad, cheap movie. And it has
Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed, dual pack Scooby-Doo.
Worse than that.
Yeah, but I found it in the dual.
But it's one of those movies that photoshops how good the actors are in it because it has some big name actors. And, like it has Kate Beckinsale and Matthew McConaughey as the stars. Gary Oldman plays Matthew McConaughey's twin brother, who is also a little person. So they have to shoot him behind couches and behind different things out of frame. And like he's always waddling, he's walking around on his knees. And like it's Gary Oldman faking that he's a little person.
And Peter Dinklage is apparently not short in that.
No, he's short. He plays like this artistic drunk kind of midget, like little person in there. That's like, it's cool. So like, here's the whole movie is basically like Kate Beckinsale falls in love with Matthew McConaughey, but knows nothing about his family and finally wants to go. So he takes her back to meet the family and surprise,
they're all short.
they're dwarves and he's the normie out of the bunch. And they're
like
worried.
The opposite of being the short one.
Yeah.
Normally.
And then they're worried about her getting pregnant and whether or not they should go through with it. Because they're scared of it being a midget.
I don't think you can say that word anymore.
I can now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Midget.
Okay.
I have a whole bit about it, bro. Like have you not heard my intro for about that?
I don't remember. I hear a lot of bits and I try to repress
that's true.
them.
That's a weird thing to say. Yeah. All comics go through that shit. Yeah. We all don't know each other.
I try not to plagiarize and in that attempt, I just forget everything as soon as I've heard it.
Well, sometimes I go on and I'll say and it's kind of weird that we've come full circle in 2024. How it's somehow okay again on Facebook to say the word midget, but we still can't say the R word. It's fucking retarded. That's how I wake up crowds sometimes.
Jared Ralphie Allen, everyone.
Come see me live. Booking available at UnloadingMeat@gmail.com. And Jared Ralphie Allen @gmail.com.
Should you really be giving out your email?
Yeah, those are my comedy emails.
Oh, okay. So you have a real email that you're not giving out.
Yeah, I have business stuff and I have regular stuff. Yeah, like even my.
Okay, Clark Kent.
Now I'm just fat. What are you trying to be like Spider-Man 3 when he goes emo? There's actually a scene where he gets a symbiote and he like puts his fucking bangs down.
And then he just just the worst acting imaginable.
I was telling Jacob today. I taught him how to do the Nana. There's a wrestling thing now called Do the Nana, and it's like you gotta do the Nana.
I prefer flossing, not the dance move, just the stuff that goes in your teeth.
Oh yeah, word.
My favorite dance move is actually something I made up. It's a combination of double dabbing from T-posing and then going into a Naruto run. I call it the cringe.
And you don't play Fortnite.
No.
Sounds like everything Fortnite players would do.
Like you start like going, and then you go, and then just. I can't do it from a sitting position, obviously.
Good.
Touche.
All right, guys, we're back with the one and only Z. And Z, I think it's time for the chopping block. If you don't know what this segment is, ladies and gentlemen, this is where each week I pick a certain topic and we cut the shit out of it, okay? It's time to put it on the chopping block. This week, we're talking about targeted ads. Yeah.
I hate
I fucking hate targeted ads. Let me ask you this, Z. Do you share any logins with your family? Like Netflix, YouTube, or anything like that?
Hulu, Disney, pretty
You don't
much
have
every
to specific. You
streaming
can just say
thing.
yes. I know.
Oh, yeah.
So, so getting back to me, what I was getting at is I also share some accounts with some friends and family, and no matter if you have a separate login or what, you're still gonna get targeted ads for whoever's the account holder. It happens all the time. I'll be on my Hulu, and I still start getting ads that I can tell are clearly for my dad's demographic.
Same.
Which makes no sense because they get really, really, really specific. So I started getting commercials like, do you have vitiligo?
I don't even know what that is.
That's where a black person has white patches on their skin. They start losing the blackness of their skin.
How is your dad black?
No. So, I just have one question. Like these commercials, it had just like all these people, and it's like you can take this pill once a day, and it'll help you restore your blackness. Does this just make like certain demographics' heads just fucking explode? Like they want to get blacker? And then like another one of my dad's demographic commercials had to do with prostate cancer. Thanks for giving me that anxiety. Fuck. And it's another black dude, and he's like, with this new pill, he can ride his Harley into the sunset. The top side effect is a stroke. So it's going to be a very short ride.
Well, if it's a Viagra sort of pill, of course the top side effect's going to be a stroke.
Then, like, I can't even escape targeted ads on things like Grindr, guys. When I hop on Grindr, I fucking no shit saw an ad for Raid Shadow Legends. So even switching sides won't let me outrun that fucking game. Like, I watched Tulsa King once, and suddenly I start getting commercials for Cologuard. If you don't know what Cologuard is, ladies and gentlemen.
Cologuard ruined Frank Sinatra's My Way for me.
Yes! Cologuard is a commercial where you can mail your shit to a scientist and they'll check to see if you have cancer, but not as accurately as if you go to a doctor. So what's the fucking point? Because you have a fetish. Let me shit in this box and mail it to UPS. How many boxes of shit are UPS picking up now? And they have no idea.
More than they'd probably care to know.
Like, it's like, do they even try to like mask the scent in the box, or they're just like, it probably just smells like the regular UPS driver? So anyway,
what can Brown do for you?
I start watching Tulsa King, immediately get commercials for Cologuard, and then I start getting commercials for Discovia for HIV PrEP. I guess they knew that I fuck dudes sometimes. I will say, Discovia, you have a major design flaw in your fucking pill. It's for anti-HIV, right? It's targeted ads for gay people and people that, butt fuck. Top side effect is diarrhea. Seems like a bit of a design flaw. So you're saying when I want to surf the Hershey Highway, there's a chance of a mudslide? Ew.
Just this whole conversation is ew, honestly.
I'll just take the AIDS. Like, they have a commercial for Aventi. Have you heard of Aventi, Z?
I don't think I have, no.
Aventi, ladies and gentlemen, is a commercial for ladies in their 50s with fragile hips. And
for Kyle.
Yes, Kyle. So it shows commercials, and it shows like these women like power walking together, or they're bowling together. I don't know why I just did a shocker instead of fucking bowling.
No, the shocker's with the middle finger up.
Yeah, middle. Yeah, ladies. Yeah. Spoiler alert, I'm burying the lead. Or they're bowling together, or they're getting a massage together. We really know what this commercial's for. These ladies want to get boned hard. So hard that they might fracture a fucking hip and need a venti. I'm just saying, old people still fuck, y'all. They still do. And you know what else they need? Lube. Between them and us butt bandits, we're what keeps the lube business in business. Like, give me an ad for that, and maybe I'll buy it. Either that or my dad's algorithm's gonna get really fucked up.
I'm unloading the meat. I'm loading 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 the meat. I don't even know what it means, what it is, what it is, what it is, what it is, what it is.
How's that, ladies and gentlemen? Am I fitting in now? We matching? Yeah.
Trash once called me the what was it? Goth comedian or something.
The goth comedian?
Like, I was wearing eyeliner at the time. And I mentioned I listened to nothing but My Chemical Romance for the past year.
Well, I mean,
and a half
that
at
one,
point.
yeah, that fits.
So, yeah, I mean, fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was wearing this same outfit, roughly.
You had to, leave comedy pretty quick because you had to go back to your shift on the Black Parade.
No comment.
Ah. Damn teenagers scared the living shit out of me. Anyway,
I'm not okay.
I'm not okay. Did you ever hear the Na 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 song?
Na 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 na.
I love that song.
Yeah, it's great.
Especially when it's like you think it's. I love songs that like subvert your expectations with the lyrics because like it's like a happy-go-lucky song and then the lyrics are like really like whoa. When like the first lyrics is like drugs, give me drugs, give me drugs. I was like yes. Prozac.
Vilify's my favorite.
Oh, I'm a Wellbutrin guy.
Oh yeah, I take that too. We should probably cut this part.
We're back with the one and only Z, ladies and gentlemen. Z, where could everybody find you if they wanted to book you? Where could everybody find you on social media?
Through Jared. I'll have him DM you or DM me if you ask.
Don't do that, bitch. That was not in this agreement.
Okay, I'll find an agent somewhere eventually. No, most of the time it's under @ the like THE and then Zoctor, which is ZOCTOR. I'm not sure which platforms use this username. But you can find me on Discord under that.
Ooh. So everybody, if you want to see him, or book the Great Z, and I know this is coming out after the show, but tonight I'm going to see him. I'll be in the audience at Go Theater for the Go Anniversary show. That's a great lineup, and it's a lot of, I think they called it like the rookie or the newer showcase, and you're in some great group. Chrissy Isles is on there, who's another friend of the show. Can't remember who else was on that. Who's on the show tonight? Do you remember?
No.
I love how honest you are. I just love it.
Well, if I were being dishonest, I'd have to pretend I knew and then explain what I don't know. So
It's true. Well, Z, thank you for coming on. It's been an absolute honor having you here.
Oh, alternatively, you can find me at some of the open mics in Tulsa. There's Cellar Dweller. What's that Wednesday one? Hunt Club. And Thursday night at Go Theater so far. I stick to those pretty frequently. If you see me there, feel free to ask me,
And buy a kazoo, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, they're $1 a piece.
Yeah, this guy has the merch game down. He's great. He's a hilarious comedian. You guys need to see him live. This show has not done him justice, but hopefully my reactions have given a little bit of insight of how funny I think this motherfucker is. So Z, thank you for coming out here to Bartlesville. It's been an absolute pleasure, man. Thank you, and guys, this has been Unloading Meat. Peace. Good night, everybody.
Bye, have a great time.